So you have come to visit a company named Vallila. Actually, the name is coming from the area where we are. So this is an old industrial area, and the name of this area is actually Vallila. And originally this company was founded by my grandfather. He came from Switzerland to Finland over Estonia. And he saw Helsinki as a wonderful opportunity in the years before the Second World War. This was an entrepreneurial city, very much pioneering. There was also a lot of families from other countries coming to establish industry. And of course, a country being built meant that it's a lot of opportunity for also being a part of a new structure and creating something new. So originally we were weaving fabrics for garments, but today we are an interior textile company. We work with two different sectors in our business. One being the consumer products, so we create designs for the consumer in home furnishings, that being curtains, throw pillows, shower curtains, carpets, wall coverings, things like that. And the other business is to create interiors for public areas like cruise ships, hotels, restaurants, bars, but also schools, hospitals, office buildings. In both businesses, our main thing is to be creative and to have a creative advantage over whatever we do. So we have actually in both businesses, we have strong in-house teams, one to create the collection and the designs, and in the other one to create the atmosphere, the interior, to the concept, so that our client can do as much good with their own business as possible, from the space, from the colors, from the feeling, from the message that we can create by our interior design and creativity.
Yeah, when you think about design, what's important to you as a person?
I think design is very important in a sense that it needs to be a mirror of the time, and it has to be exactly right. It has to be so that a consumer or somebody walking into a bar or somebody using our fabrics need to be able to say that it's right in the time, that it's a mirror of the times we live in, but also in a positive way looking ahead. So design has to reflect the future on one side, but not too far, so that it's still appealing for you today. And so we are very much putting effort and time in understanding the time, the society change, the culture, music, theater, literature, but also political decision makings, the difficulties that we face, the trends which are global, the urbanization of people, but also the scarcity of resources on one side. Also the demographics, that we are getting older and older. So we also have to be able to create for people who are, somebody who's 50 today is feeling different than somebody who was 50 years ago. So we have to understand how the demographics change.
It's about the people, right?
It's about the people and their ability to feel that they're comfortable with our choices for them. And at the moment also so that they can support their choices, so that whatever they are doing, it feels right, it feels good, it feels comfortable. And at the same time, inspiring and appealing to the creative thinking of anyone who's looking at our products. So yeah, creativity is very important for us.
So for you as a company and family-owned business, what's important to you and your values? Because I think you care a lot more about your employees and also about your customers than instead just getting some trends and get a huge profit in a short time.
I think for us, as a family and as owners of this company, we have, it's very important for us that the values of the family are reflected by the values of the company, but also the company values are reflected on the family. And so we think it's important that we display our ownership, and for us ownership is responsibility. We care for what we own and we want to take care of it. That means sustainability, not only in the careless sense of taking care of your environment, but also in creating steps for the company that are able to create a natural path for the next generation and for our children to look at the company. And at the same time, we think as private owners and as a middle-sized company with a strong ownership, we also have the possibility to participate in our society in a different way than a listed company.
Yeah. Thank you actually for supporting the JYE Alumni Conference here in Finland. I think it's great that you host us today.
I think it's important for us to support different kinds of events, especially events of the young people, because for two ways actually. One is quite a selfish way. We also need to learn. We need to learn from the young people, and we need to hear their opinions. We need to see what drives them. And we also need to learn how their leadership will look in the future. As you can hear, it's inspiring. And on the other side, we hopefully can also show something that you can't really transfer anything else than knowledge, but maybe you can transfer by showing some of your experience that there are examples of different ways how to approach life, entrepreneurship, your own decision making as a future or current entrepreneur.